What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing amazing today. So today I want to speak about Incogniton versus Multilogins. Well, what are those two software? The first thing that you need to understand is if you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in running ads. You're interested in doing drop shipping. Either you want to do Facebook ads or TikTok. Right now, I've seen people even using Incogniton and Multilogin for TikTok. Let me explain you in what scenario would you need Incogniton and would you need Multilogin and which one is basically the best. Well, what you need to understand is that multi-logins and incognitons are software that you can basically act as another entity, another computer. So your computer has what it's called an IP. And with that IP, you're able to tell if your computer, like where it is, what it is, and I'm able to basically know who you are by your computer. And when you're running ads, and let's say an example, you get banned for any specific reason, well, then now your computer will get flagged and you will try to create a new advertising account, and you will get banned, 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 and you'll be like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything correctly. And it's because you're banned from advertising. And if you're banned from advertising, or you have been dealing with a lot of bans, a lot of restriction, then this is for you. And that's why I'm making this video. Well, if you're running TikTok ads, you will need eventually to work with either Incogniton or multi-logins. Why? Well, let me explain you a situation of what happened with one of our students recently. So one of our students started in the mentorship, and we told him that he will be able to work with our agency. And basically, he said to the agency that he has been banned before on TikTok. So now his name, his address, everything on him is basically flagged. So what does that mean? It means that if he creates another account under his name, he will highly likely be restricted and will not be able to advertise. So you need to change your identity. You need to change your computer, but not changing actually your computer, changing the IP address, changing, what makes your computer into another, you need to change it into another computer, or at least those advertising platform, they need to recognize you as somebody else. And how can you do that? Well, it's pretty simple. The first thing, I've made a video about this multiple times, and if you're looking this video, you probably know what I'm talking about. If no, go watch the video about what is a proxy. I've made a video about what is a proxy, and if you want to know more information, then go watch it. Well, a proxy, it's basically your identity. It's going to be a new connection, a new computer, and you're going to act as, somebody else. So you use a proxy, but that proxy, you cannot use it by itself. You need a software to put the proxy. And this is where incognitons and multi-logins comes in. Well, those are two software where you can plug your proxy and act as another entity. And if you get flagged again, well, then you just need you know, to remove your proxy and install a new proxy. And is it long? Well, I've made a video on how to install on multi-logins your proxy. It takes literally a few seconds, nothing more than that. To be honest, maybe 2-3 minutes if you're not used to it, but that's it. And if you get banned, you change it, you change it, you change it every time. And is it expensive? Well, you pay a membership of $5 per month, literally. Sometimes some of them are even cheaper, like two, three, four, $5 per month, around that price range. And if you get flagged, then they will change it to you without charging you again. So that's the beauty of it. So you just take a proxy, run ads, and if eventually you get flagged, you change your proxy, and those proxies are inside Incogniton or Multilogins. So the first thing that you need to understand is both of those companies are Russians. Those both companies are Russians, and they are amazing companies. But the thing is, there's one better than the other. What you need to understand is that Incogniton, the biggest pro of this application is that it's free. So you don't need to pay, you don't need to invest any money, but it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost because they're not doing the best updates. That's one. Like they're not doing often updates compared to multi-logins. And that's why I mean by the best updates. They're not updating their software often. And maybe for you, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal when you're dealing with, not acting as yourself and acting as another entity, then every little details matters and every little error could make your account flagged again. And you don't want that, specifically if you are actively running a winning product, you want as less headache as possible. Keep that in mind. So they're doing less updates, and to be honest, the updates are not big updates. They're just doing a few updates here and there, and they're not doing it often. So what could happen is between certain updates or by the lack of doing an update, then there could be some leakage here and there in your information, and you could be flagged. Because I've used Incogniton previously and my computer got flagged, sadly, so I needed to change my computer. But if you do the things that I've said on other videos before, you will never have that problem. But sadly, I've got caught. I needed to change my computer, but it's part of the business. To be honest, it's not a big deal. And to be honest, I also wanted to change computer, so I changed it because I wanted to more. That's pretty much it. But to be honest, yes, my computer got flagged, and I did change it because I thought it was time to change it. But at the same time, it was a great excuse, let's say that way, that the computer got flagged, so I needed to change it. And like I said, there's a lot of leakage. There's not a lot of updates on this end, but it's free. Also, the interface is way more complicated than the other one. Multi-logging is so easy, so simple. So like it's literally the best ones because it takes few seconds to install, and it's a very, let's say, beginner friendly, that let's say it that way. Like I'm not, guys, you need to understand that I'm a drop shipper. I'm not a computer science expert like proxies and softwares and all of those things. Like I'm not the biggest like computer science hacking tech in the world. Like I don't know nothing about that. I know the basic in order for me to run my businesses. That's it. So if you're like me and you don't want to be a tech geek and you just want to run, your drop shipping ads, then that's what you need to watch, and that's what you need to understand. Because beside of that, if you want any further information, any, more in depth about those type of things, well, I'm not the guy for you because I only use that for drop shipping. I know I don't analyze those things in order to go even deeper in those things. I'm just a simple drop shipper. So, like I said, there's a lot of leakage. It's the software doesn't update as soon as and as often as the other one, and the interface is not beginner friendly. Also, a last thing is that you can only act as your computer with Incogniton, but with multi-logins, you can act as as your Apple, as Windows. You can act as so many entities, and you can literally be undercover with this one. Obviously, one is free, one is paid. Sorry, guys. One is free, one is paid. The one at the left is free, then the one at the right is paid. Well, if you don't have money and you want to do drop shipping and you're maybe doing organic, maybe Incogniton is for you. But let's say if you have a bit of money and you want to do things the correct way and not have any problems in the long term, well, multi-loggings is the best one. you need to understand, guys, something. Me and my brother, we tried multiple times to save money on software. We tried multiple times to, pay for cheap things or also get things for free. And all of those things did bite us back. So what I mean by that is we got more trouble into spending less than if we were to spend more into a reliable software. We're just not lucky. Guys, like me and my brother are not lucky. Like every success that we had is just pure hard work. We never got luck. So I'm telling you, based on experience, based on what we know, one is free, one is not free, but the one that is not free will help you and would help you in getting more stability long term. It's just what it is. So yeah, guys, if you have any question, anything, please comment in this video down below, and I'll be more than happy to reply to any question between Incogniton or Multilogins. So yeah, this is the video of today. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Take care, guys, and peace.